So in the past, okay, we used to learn this in English. I will write in English. Okay, the subject and plus 1, 2 plus the verb. And we have a Myanmar translation for all the Teizang translation. So it would be like this. Then, oh sorry. Then we do like this. I want to. Then I know a verb eat. Then I put right here. And I want to see. Like this, we follow this pattern and make as many sentences as we can. So I want to go, like this. So the base form is the want to. The base structure is this one, but based on this structure, we substitute the verb, and then we can say many things. We can make many sentences. For example, like this. So you have the base form, I want to. Then all you need is a verb to put in this in the place of this verb. Then I want to eat, I want to see, I want to go, I want to sing. Then you can say 4 sentences. It depends on the number of vocabularies you have learned. So this is the way many Myanmar people would learn the English. And this style is also quite effective. So I think we should go like this.
Okay.
Then you might be able to say things quicker. Okay, and in our previous lessons, I explained the variation and how confused and yes, how confused the language is and the variation in the structures. But now this kind of patternized structure would be a lot easier and quicker, I believe. So I have to make as many patterns and structures like this. Then all you need is the verb to put right here. So starting with this example, for example, this would be the direct translation. Okay, let's say the subject is I, then want to is nuam. Then if you know a verb, then you can put right here. Then you can make a sentence. So for example, sleep is lum, okay? Is sleep. Then you can say lum nuam ing. Go is by, right? Then you can say by nuam ing. So the only thing you need to learn is here the verb. If you know the verb, then you use this structure to say I want to. For example, go out is verb, okay? Verb is go out. So you want to say I want to go out, then verb nuam ing. You put the verb in this frame. Then you can make many sentences using vocabularies, based on vocabularies. But the thing is, you have to make a note of this structure. Like
So
this.
can I just ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm being a bit slow, but is I and want nom?
Want is nuam. This I means here ing.
Oh, so okay, yeah. So
Ing,
you're
ing.
putting it at the end here. Got you. Thank you. I just
Yep.
thank you.
Is there a difference, Michael, if you ask if we want to do something as a group? We want.
We. If you want to say we as a group, then here instead of this ing, you use is we. So you say mu is see, okay? Then we want to see. Nuam is we want.
Okay.
Like this. Mu nuam. Then no. This is say. Okay? So if you want to say we want to know, then you say nuam. Say nuam. We want to go, then by nuam. After this verb, you say nuam is we want. And lei is buy, to purchase, to buy. So we want to buy, then lei nuam ne. Well, so if you know this structure nuam then you use all this verb right here. Then mu nuam we want to see. Say nuam we want to know. By nuam we want to go. Lei nuam we want to buy. Ne nuam we want to eat. And hobi is to talk to a person. Then you say, oh, we want to talk to David. Then you have to say David hobi nomu. So like I told you in the first class, the subject or the object comes at the beginning of a sentence. So in English, we want to talk to David. Let's say this. So then this David comes first. David hobi nuam the object and the verb, okay, and the subject. Like this. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
It does make sense. And Michael, for your encouragement, you have already done this same sort of pattern with us, because I had questions like, do you have, or do you like? So that was very helpful to get those. There were other ones as well. Are you interested, and so on. So yeah, that's a very helpful pattern. Thank you.
So probably a good homework thing. I was just thinking, a good homework thing from that little lesson that you've just, or reminder that you've just given us, would be for us to go away and make lots of sentences with the vocabulary that we've already made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will start giving you homework.
Not for 4 hours though.
Okay. Well, Steve, what about you?
So
Do
if
you
I
think?
was to say David Hoppy Nuam Ing, that means
Yep.
I want to speak to David.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I
So Ing is I, Ung is we.
Yep. Okay.
To answer your question, as the others have said, I think this is a very helpful process. But I guess there's no substitute for swatting as the studying.
So, okay. Let me. So, let us start making sentence. Is it small? Is it too small to read?
No, that's fine.
No, it's fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You see, yeah, the basic structure of a sentence in Teizang is subject, in, and verb. You have to put the subject right here, and in, it is a preposition that shows the agent. Then comes a verb. And if there is an object, then you put the object between the in and the verb. This is the basic structure. But there is something we have to remember. The time words come before the subject of a sentence. If you want to put a time word, then you have to add right here, or the place word right here, or after. The place word can come either before or after the subject. Right here. This is the basic form. And there is one exception. If the subject is I, and we use ga, but it's for non-action statement. For example, I think we discussed this kind of sentence. Kachina, I'm ill. He suok is angry. I am angry. Kangil kiel means I am hungry. Kamaizum, okay, is ashamed. I'm ashamed or embarrassed. Dumb. I'm thankful. When you say thank you to somebody, you just say lungdam. But in full sentence, you have to say ka lungdam. And kalung himo. Lung himo is worried. The three words have one meaning, worried. So I'm worried. Kim is satisfied. And Lung Nuam is pleased. Lung Sim Hoi is kind-hearted. To talk about my, okay? In English, I am ill. Kajina, kahe suak, kangil kiel, kamai zum, kalung dam, kalung himo, kalung kim, kalung nuam, kalung sim hoi. Okay.
can hear
Yep.
Steve.
I'm sorry.
So this is a kind of sentence. Well, you use if the subject is I. Okay, if the subject is I, then you say ka 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 ka. And here is another type. I. If this I, the subject, is the statement. Okay, I, the agent, for statement with I as the subject. In the sentences above, there is no action. I'm ill. I'm hungry. I'm angry. I'm ashamed. Thankful. I'm worried. Satisfied. I'm pleased. I'm kind-hearted. There's no action. Okay. So if there is no action in the sentence, you use ka. But if you do something, if the subject I does something, then we use gen. Gen means I do. I'm the one. I'm the one that does the work. Like this for action verb. Okay. The anhuan is sorry. Cook a meal. An is meal. One is cook. So it means I cook a meal. So this verb cook a meal it has action, right? If the verb has action, then we use gen. Gen. So this gen is a shortened word for gay in. So in the first sentence, you see after subject we use in, right, to show that the subject is the doer. So we use in. So in the same way, right here, gay in. It is I who cook the meal. Then we connect gay in and it becomes gen. I do. Gen and huan, I cook a meal. Then another one. Sorry, this is can say. Say is no with this verb. Use I know. And these are some exceptions. See, mu. Remember or note. Take note. 记得. Reach a letter.
Is lysim, Michael, the same as read a book or read a letter, read a book?
Yep, the same.
Same, yeah.
Okay. So here, this example, let's look at this one. Ken and Juan. Ken is I, okay? Ken and Juan, I cook a meal. Ken say, I know. Ken mu, I see. Ken jiamte is remember. Ken jiamte, I remember, or I take note. Take note in on a paper, or you remember in your mind or your brain, in your memory. Okay. Then Ken lai sim, I read a letter, read a book. Sum is money, nay is have. Ken sum nay, I have money. Ken he de, he is this. Okay, I like this. De is like. Muang is trust. So pasien is God. Ken pasien muang, I trust in God. Ken munuam, nuam is want to. Okay, I just mentioned. So mu is see. Then I want to see munuam. So the direct translation would be I see want to. I see want to. Ken pasien munuam. Ken munuam. Okay. Then Ken David Hill. Hill is tell. So I told David like this. Ken David Hill. Ken Kafong. Kafong is my phone. Okay. My phone. My phone. Bo sak means lost. So I lost my phone. Like this. If you do something, or if something happens to you, then you start with ken, ken, ken. Then object and verb. So ken, the low. Steve, what do you think it would mean? Low is the negative.
Yeah,
He doesn't understand.
I don't know.
don't understand. Yeah, get the low.
Okay.
Get
Michael,
the low.
can I just check something on your last one? The phone. Lost my phone. I had lost as bo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Bow,
Is
bow,
bo.
bow. Yeah.
Both are different.
Bow suck.
Is that
Okay. Let's give you another example. Bow itself is disappear. Okay, disappear or missing. And when you say bow suck, then somebody lost something.
okay? I actually misplaced it.
Bow suck. Ken kapuan bow suck. I lost my shirt. I lost my pen. I lost. Somebody lost something. Then we say bow suck. But if something is missing, or if something has disappeared, we say only one word, bow.
Thank you.
My car is lost. Then kamoto bow, or ken kamoto bow suck. Like this. Feel free to ask any question anytime.
I'm done.
Okay, long. So, this is another type of I do something or something happens to me. Okay. So, Ken and Juan. And next time, when I give you homework, I will write. I will base on one structure. then I will write many sentences in English.
Thank
Then you have to write them into Teizang. I think that would be
Mm.
a good way of brushing up the vocabularies
Yeah.
and what you learned.
Thank
Then
you.
I will check again. Maybe you can send me to my email or in my messenger. Yes, I can check. And
Trust
on the next lesson we discuss again. So I think that's gonna be effective. And
So Teizang to English or English to Teizang?
I write in English, then you
Okay.
write in Teizang, from Teizang to English. But we have to base we have to base on a pattern.
Mhm.
For one pattern, let's say 10 or 15 sentences for one pattern, and 4 or 5 or 10 pattern. Never mind. Then you have to write. You have to translate the English into Teizang. Okay, using on the base structure. Then let's try this way.
Sounds good.
And
Mm.
let's see how it helps. But as I said, you have to know some more vocabularies. The more you want to say, the more vocabularies you need. Okay, these are just very just a few. Okay, just a few vocabularies. Okay, we learn and we use the vocabularies again, and you will see what I mean. Okay, so these are just I do something I. Okay, and okay, let me give you another example. Let's say I bought a shirt. I bought a shirt. If the subject is I, then we use can, right? I. Shirt. What is shirt?
Ah,
One. Yes, Rhoda. Good. One.
Mm.
A new shirt is one sak. Okay. New is sak. This is new.
Do you not pronounce the K in that? Can you say that again?
Sak. The K is the closing. The closing. You have to stop suddenly.
Mhm.
Sak.
Ah.
In English, you would sound like suck, right?
Yeah.
But no ending sound. Just stop it. So buon sak. You pause the air. You pause the airflow from your mouth. Buon sak. Stop breathing. Ken buon sak. Date. So what does this sentence mean? Ken buon sak date. Date. What is date?
oh,
Like.
Like. So buon sak is
I like my new shirt.
a new shirt.
Whoa, Rhoda, top of the class.
Ken buon sak date. Okay. Then I like a new shirt. Okay. Or you can change the verb. Ken buon sak lei. Lei. What is lei? Failure. Lei.
Slay. What's slay?
oh,
Bought. Buy. To purchase.
oh, yeah.
Lei. Ken buon sak lei means I bought a new shirt.
Okay.
Okay. Then change the word. Ken buon sak nei. What is nei? Nei.
Hmm.
Nei. Have.
Have. have. Yes.
So Ken Puan Sak Nei means I have a new shirt.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let's change the word. Mu. What is mu?
See.
See. So Ken Puan Sak Mu. Then I see a new shirt, or the tense could be I saw a new shirt.
It would be the same for whatever tense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we don't have any specific forms of tense as long as the listener understands.
Mm.
Not like in English. In English, you
Yeah.
have different types of tense, but in Teizang, we don't have that much. So Ken Puan Sak Mu, I saw a new shirt. I saw. Okay. So let's change the verb again. Steve, do you remember this word? Kisam. Kisam. Tony.
Need.
Yep. Need. So I need a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Kisam. Ken Puan Sak Kisam. I need a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Day. I like a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Nay. I have a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Lei. I bought a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Mu. I see a new shirt. Or Sil. Sil. Can you pronounce Sil?
Still.
Sil.
Still.
The English pronunciation would be silk without the k. Okay. Silk.
Still.
Yeah, silk. No k sound. Silk is wear. I wear a new shirt. I'm wearing a new shirt. Ken Puan Sak Sil. Sil is wear. Okay. So, the important thing here is you have to know the alternative verb to substitute. So Puan Sak Kisam. Kisam is need. So if you know need, then again Puan Sak Kisam. Day, nay, lay, mu, sil. So let me try. It should be like this. In place of this verb, you have to you can use other verbs like nei, lei, de, kisam, mu, zong. Zong is looking for. So ken puan sak zong means I'm looking for a new shirt.
And if you use nay, it would be I've eaten my new shirt.
Sorry?
Sorry. I ate my new shirt. I'm sorry, I'm being the naughty boy in the class.
Nay.
So, ken puan sak nay.
Nay. Nay. Nay is it should sound like nay.
Nay.
Like a horse.
Yeah. Nay. But this one eat would sound like
No. No.
how do you say this?
No. Narrow.
Narrow. Nah, right?
No.
Narrow. Nah.
And
Ken puan sak now.
no. Nay.
So you taught us ben la neve.
Yeah. Nay.
Nay.
Nay. Right?
Yeah.
The sound, the closest sound. But laneve is ne.
Nay.
Ne. Your mouth opens like horizontally in horizontal position.
Hmm.
Ne. White. Okay.
Sorry, I was being silly. I apologize.
Never mind. So like this, all we need is vocabularies. So if you know these vocabularies, then you can change the sentence. In the same way, let's try another. Okay, let's say motor. What is motor?
Car.
Car.
Car. So you don't wear a car. So you have to put some verbs right here. So let's say I have a car. Then you say ken motor. What verb do you use right here?
Have.
Have. So nay, right?
Nay.
Nay. Ken motor nay. I have a car.
Mm.
Then let's say I bought a car. Then how do we say in Teizang? I bought a car. Ken
Lay.
motor
Lay.
lay
Lay.
lay
Lay.
lay. How do you say, Rhoda, this one?
Lay.
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 Okay.
Lay.
Lay. I bought a car. I want a car. I like a car. Then, how do you say it? Ken motor date. Right.
Say.
Ken motor date.
If you put sak after motor, is that new car? Motor sak.
Yes. Motor suck. Suck. Jumping song. Jump high. Suck. Motor suck. Ken motor suck date. I like and I want a new car. And let's say I need a new car. It is gisam, right? Gisam. Gisam. Then I need a new car. Ken motor sak gisam.
So.
Ken motor sak gisam. Then I see a new car. Then how do you say I see a new car?
New.
Ken motor saku.
Like. Yeah.
It should sound like this. Mu,
Mu.
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 What a
Ken
fact.
motorsak mu. Motorsak mu. Ah, okay. Ken motorsak mu. I see or I saw. Then say I'm looking for a new car. How do you say?
Come
I'm
on to
looking
that.
for Ken motorsak zong. Zong.
Oh.
Zong. Okay.
Zong.
Ken motorsak zong. Okay. This way we make sentence and then we change the sentence.
That's helpful.
Then let's start with this another one. Let's change the object. They is have, right? So let's say I have a new car.
And motorsak ne.
Motorsak ne. Then let's say I have a new phone.
Can phone sak ne.
Yeah, phone sak ne. Let's say I have a new friend. Friend. Long
No.
is friend. Then
No.
Nom sak a new friend. Okay. Lom sak ne. Then I have a new house.
In.
Yes.
Insak.
In sak ne.
And insak ne.
Can in sak ne.
Insak ne. What's flower? As in a plant flower.
Park.
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 That's the kind of thing I would say to Vom Tom. Come park sak ne. I have a new flower. Yeah.
Park sak ne. Yes. Can park sak ne.
Michael, park.
Yes.
That's just for flower, or is it for plant, garden plant?
No.
Just
Plant is Xing Gong. Xing Gong. Xing Gong.
and what does that mean?
Plant. Plant of any type.
Okay.
Plant in general.
Okay. Thank you.
Singkung.
And that's the noun, not the verb.
No. Now we are substituting the noun.
Yeah.
Ne is the main verb. Okay. Gen Xing Gong Sak Ne. I have a new plant. And the new plants, very small plants. You say Xing No. Xing No, the small plants. Okay.
So you don't need the kung.
No. Kung is the tall one.
Okay.
With a strong stem. Xingno is you buy some small plants to grow in your garden. So this kind of as a signal.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say Ken Lai Bu Sak Nei. Yeah. What is that?
New book. I have a new book.
Ah, good. That's it.
Rhoda's so good.
I don't know. I don't know what's coming for me today. I think it must be because I've had a good lunch.
Oh, you've got the gift of tongues.
But I have been praying for that for a long time.
Funny
How
you
many
should
years?
mention that.
How long have you been praying?
Months and months, ever since I first came out to Myanmar.
Oh yeah. Mo. Okay, Mo. Some people prefer to say Mo or Mo Sak is you have daughter-in-law. Okay, Mo Sak is your daughter-in-law. I have a daughter-in-law. Ken Mo Sak Nei. Mo is the Mo. Okay, this Mo alone is the bride. The bride.
Mm-hmm.
And Mosaka's daughter-in-law, new bride.
Daughter-in-law.
That's
New
great.
bride. New bride. And your son-in-law would be Mark.
Ma'ak.
Mark. Don't separate the sound. Just pull it. Mark. Yes, this is your son-in-law.
Is Ma on its own something?
No. Just one word. Mark. If you see, if you use Ma alone, it means divorce.
Mm.
So Ken Ga Zi Ma Gazi. What is that? Z. I think we learned this word.
Cousin.
Z.
Wife.
Z. Yes, wife. So Ken Gazi Ma. Then I divorce my wife.
Ooh.
I let her go. Ma. But if you put K and stop suddenly, Ma, then it becomes your son-in-law. Okay, fasting fast. Might get you confused.
Again, it's that joining together of two words that we would know separately. Kazi.
Gazi.
Is that there? That's where my confusion comes, because I didn't split it into two words till you said.
Yeah, Gazi.
My own wife, yeah.
My wife.
Yeah.
They are connected in the meaning. If the words you say are connected in meaning as a group, then you connect the word. If they are not very connected in the meaning as a group, then you don't need to separate. For example, in English, I am staying at a hotel. Then in Teizang, you would say hotel. Not you don't need to combine the words in one, because if you combine, it might have a different meaning. Okay. For the la, for example, if you combine and have the meaning you want to say, then you need to combine them. If you combine the words, but the combination might have a different meaning, then don't combine.
And do they sound different when you say them? Because
Yeah.
this is a spoken language, so
Yes.
it's not. We wouldn't see them written down very often, so we need to understand what it sounds different like.
So the sound is more important. You see, when the English people first came and taught us the alphabet, they listened to the sound, and then they wrote down the words. Okay, so the main focus is the sound. You write according to you hear. As you hear, you write. So if you combine, then you write in combination. If you don't combine in your song, you don't need to combine when you write. So let me give you an example. Sorry.
I have to put these on the other way.
Oh, biak in, okay? Biak in
Church.
church. But if here I separate the words biak in, then it becomes biak is worship, then in is house. But what I want to focus is not the worship house. What I want to focus is the church building. So I combine, then it becomes a church. If I separate, then it could mean something different.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, so I have to combine so that the listener might not get confused in what I mean.
So
Then
biakin together is church building.
church, yes. So biak is worship. So biak biak na, okay? Biak biak na, biak 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 na is also the the service of worship, the process. Then you say biak biak hun hun is time. Biak hun is the time of worship. But in when you want to say a house, a building, you use double N. In house. Because if I don't use double N, then you have two ins right here, right? Biak kabiak ina by in. So you might get confused with this in and this in. This is the command. The command. You command somebody to do something. So in. But this in is not a command, it is a church. So we have to differentiate with the letters.
Okay.
Then it becomes a church building.
Just tell me again, Michael, sorry, if you separate out the words biakin, biakin, what does it mean when you separate them like that?
Biak in. Okay. Biak in. Then biak is worship, in and house.
Okay.
Not necessarily to be a church.
Okay.
The house of an individual person. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You
So
put them together and you get the church building.
Yeah, the church building.
Mm-hmm.
What's ping?
What pig? By.
Pine.
Oh, sorry. Oh, by in. By is go. Kabiak in, by in. Go to my church.
Sure. Okay. Sorry. silly me.
My mistake. My bad. So we were talking about having, right? About have. So let's go on. Now, Genzine. What does it mean? Genzine. Tony.
I have a wife.
It means her name's Joy. I have a wife.
I have a wife. Yes. And this is set of a man. Okay, not a woman. Ken. Pasal ni. And
Husband.
this is set of woman. I have a husband. Simply, I got married. I'm married. Ken. Tapa ni. Tapa. What is tapa?
Mhm.
Son. A son. I have a son. And Tanu is daughter.
Tanu. Tanu.
Not the T sound, but the
Tanu.
ta.
Tanu. Sorry, forgot. Tanu.
Ta. Tanu. Tapa. Ta. Ken tapa ne. Ken tanu ne. But you don't want to say the gender of your children. Just to say I have a child. Then I have a kid. Okay. Then it's again ta ne. Ta. You pull the sound a little bit longer than normal. Ken ta ne.
Tane.
Ken ta ne.
And what's the plural of that? Children? That's one child, is it?
Tate is
Te.
plural.
Mm.
Te.
Mhm.
But
If I
when you say the number of your children, you don't need the plural word, but say the number.
Mhm.
Ken ta tum ne. That's it. No plural
Mhm.
words. I have 3 children.
Mm.
Ken ta tum ne.
Michael, I had child as a longer word. Nopang.
Now bang is yes. Now bang is also children, not
Okay.
not yours. Children in general.
I see. Okay.
Now.
If I said kata, does that mean I am a child?
Sorry?
Kata?
My
K-A?
my son, my child.
My child.
My. This one, right?
Yeah. Kata.
Yeah.
My
Ka
child.
is my. Ta is child. But you don't specify the gender. Ta. But if you can say katanu, my baby child, my daughter,
My youngest, would that be?
youngest. No is younger. Ben is the superlative. No Ben, kata no Ben. Youngest. So, speaking of this, in English, when you say like you use the most, or you use this one, the biggest, the smallest, the tallest, the most important. Okay, the most expensive. You use this most or est. But in Teizang, we use pen. That's it. Not a pen to write. Okay. Degree. It's about the degree. For example, Hoyt. is good, right? Ben is the best,
Oh.
the highest state.
That's
Lian
useful.
is big, okay? And if you say Ben, it becomes biggest.
Mm.
It's interesting that Lian is a common name as well.
Great. In a person's name, it means great, not big.
Okay.
God is great.
Does it mean important?
Um,
Not really.
not important, but it's like how do we say? When somebody says Lian, it can mean your wealth or your greatness.
Right. So
There's a Hebrew word for that. Kayil means.
Yeah, Kaya.
So has it have got the thought of respect? You look up to them?
No.
No. Okay, sorry.
So when you say just in the name, for example, the Joseph, Joseph, my cousin Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, his name is Hao Sun Lian. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Suan is like the trust. Lian is great. So the one we trust, great. Like this. But
his
if you
dad calls
say,
him Lian sometimes.
yeah, Lian, great, Mr. Great. But if you say Lian to describe the size of something or person, it can mean big. So, no is small. No Ben is smallest. Well. In we say the comparative form, you use more or what? Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start again. Let's say no is small. No, zo is smaller. Zo. Okay. Comparative. So then we say no, then the smallest.
Smallest.
Yeah. This we say hoi, good. Then better. Hoi, zo. Right. Best. Hoi, ben. Now one thing you have to remember is this. Zo. Okay. And ben. Let's say in the degrees. This is the first degree, the second degree, the third degree. The one is this is normal, and this is higher, and this is the highest level.
Gooder, and goodest.
Kind of. Better, best. The degree that show the degree. Zo, ben. For example, how is rich. You are rich, wealthy. Okay, and richer. How is zo. And the richest. How ben. Okay.
That all makes sense.
Yeah, thank you. I'm done. Mm.
So, Rhoda, can you translate this?
Jesus is the best. Jesus is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about this one? The Sulian Ben. Lian.
Greatest.
Yes,
This is the
Jesus is
greatest.
the greatest. Like this. Lian Ben. Upa. Upa. Upazo. Upa Ben. This shows the age. Old, older, oldest. Okay. Some people don't say the word ba, upa. Some say u. So you can say uzo, uben. Or you can say upa. You can add ba. You can say with or without ba to show age. Old, older, oldest. And now is young. Now zo, younger. Now ben. Now Ben is the youngest, and you can add the adverb now tum Ben to show the youngest. Now tum Ben. Young, younger, youngest.
Got it.